Hi, welcome to Arm Wraps. Today I'm going to be showing you how to wrap a door with a door wrap. 90% of our door wraps are sold with an air release vinyl, matte sheen vinyl, but every once in a while we use the phototext material, and if you are using seasonal or just events or anything like that, we also use the low-tech vinyl. Now, it's only there for, you can only have it for about a couple months before it starts curling or wearing out. So it's not meant to go long term. So what we did was we took the doorknob off, also cleaned the door good with rubbing alcohol, and I'm going to show you how to do the sides and going like right here on the edge of the hinges and everything. So when you see or if you want a door wrap, and if you have every order is custom sized to fit. So if you have a 32-inch door or a 36-inch door or a 42-inch door wide, we always add a 2-inch on the sides. So it gives a little way. Now, we have some extra vinyl. It was a misprint, and we're going to use that as a demonstration of doing this. So let me get it real quick. Now, this is an old print, and it got little bleed marks, actually spit marks on here. So we're just going to use this, and we like to recycle, or we like to use the old stuff first. But this is, again, it's a demonstration. So what you're going to do, on every order, you receive a squeegee and knife. And on the door wraps, what we do is we cut what I call a tacking on strip right here. It's a 1-inch strip, and it's about 4 or 5 inches down. So what that's designed to do is you take your knee, your left or right knee, and I always add an inch bleed on top, 2 inches on the side, and another inch bleed on the bottom. So we can you can line it up like right here, and make sure you have enough to go on both sides of right there. Okay, and you can have one person or two person do this. It's up to you. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull the strip right here off, the tacking on strip, and I'm just going to tack it right on, just like that. And if it buckles a little bit, you grab this one side, and you pull it off, and you put it right back on. Now, if you have a rental, like an office rental unit, or you're worried about damaging your doors, I highly recommend using the phototext material. It's a fabric material, and it's a kind of a canvas, but the glue is kind of like a sticky note glue, so it won't damage your doors. Okay, next is your squeegee. Do the top part next. And kind of walk it up, I guess. I'm going to use a squeegee. I'm going to do a 45 or 30-degree angle. And what it does, there you go. We're always working here, so that's a good thing. Okay, I got about a ½ inch bleed up here. So what I'm going to do, I'll show you another way, is going through here. Make sure. Now, what I'm going to do, I pulled the backing down probably 4 or 5 inches. So that indicates is the vinyl is coming sideways at an angle. So I'll make sure Devin is there. Just knock when you get. Next, like again, I'm doing a 45. Right where the hinges are at, I'm going to show you where it cuts on the hinges. So, again, I'm pulling it down, and it's a little beat up. Oh, that's another thing. So, every once in a great while, the post office or the UPS people, it looks like it got damaged, but this stuff is pretty hardcore for vinyl. So, if it didn't pierce it, but it looks like beat up like right here, don't worry about it. The vinyl's fine. It's just the backing of the paper. And if you get a little air bubble in the middle of it, that's fine. This is actually, we've done several of the Brainiac's door wraps. So if you've been to the game room, actually they're growing like crazy. You can actually check out the door wraps. They install it themselves. And it's a game amaze, or yeah. So what I'm doing, and actually if it starts buckling like that, it's not a big deal. You can actually pull it down, hold it like this, and it stretches the vinyl out evenly. And if you got a little air bubble in there, you kind of do what you see right here. I'm doing. I'm using my fingers, so I'm pulling it down like this, and it's evenly. You can have two guys do this, and have one guy pull it straight down. And just kind of go every 10 inches. And if you get a crease in it, you can fix it right then and there. You just have to just go like this and pop it up and go just like that. Make sure the door is nice and clean before you install it. Again, we do a lot of custom door wraps. We don't put everything on our website, the RM Wraps website. What we do is we do a lot of logos for companies, custom design stuff. And what I'm doing is I'm rolling it. And again, this is another leftover vinyl, so it's not going to go all the way down to the ground. And if you get creases, just take the creases out or pop it up. Okay. Now, if it's on the hinges side right over here, all we can do is we can hit the hole so you can see where it's at. Just cut around it, just like that. Next, if where the hinges part, here actually let's get a little closer than this so you can actually see it. Come on. Okay, see where the hinge is at? Yeah, there it is, okay. So what I like to do is I like to go right, straight up like that. Aim for the hinges. There you go. Now, if you want a really tight fit, I usually use my squeegee as a guide. Go straight down, just like that. And that's a nice, tight fit. Okay. Let me get these guys out, the other two out of the way. Right there. Sorry, it's jittery. Come on. Okay, there it goes. Same thing. Go straight out. Pull it out a little bit, and then use your squeegee, squeeze it in. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And then take the excess off. Same thing. Get your knife, squeegee. Now, for when you go on inside the door, and you can actually cut right where the edge is at right here. What I like to do is go in the door itself. if you can see that or not. I had the door open up just enough for me to stick my hands on the other side of the door. Walking it in. There we go. Now, there's leftover vinyl on top, but what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to do the sides real quick. I like doing the sides. It just makes the vinyl stick better, but some doors have like texture to it. And right now what I'm doing is I'm pulling this, my right side hand, I'm pulling it taut and making it mold to the door. Now I'm going to add a little heat to this because this vinyl is not sticking too well to the side of the door. So I'm going to add a little heat to it and then call it good. Okay, now on this side right here, I'm going to actually walk it. I'm doing the angle at a 45-degree angle this way, and I'm just going to go straight down. You got a nice clean cut. So it's nice and even cut right there. And now, same thing as the top. I'm going to go straight this way. And then get the other side. Now if you want to do the proper way is taking the door all the way off, but and you'll have like a little bleed or a little soft right there, but honestly you don't need to. So that didn't take too long. Again, I'm going to add a little heat right here on the side, sink the vinyl in, activate the glue a little bit more, and also there's little air bubbles right here. I'm going to add just a little tiny bit of heat right here on the air bubbles and make them sit down a little bit more. But other than that, this is the end of the tutorial. If you got any comments or questions, comment down below. I can answer them. You can always call me, 208-696-1180. Also email me at rmrath@gmail.com. Note, every order is custom sized to fit any door. So if you see something on the website, you can on the notes when you're placing the order, it's going to be 79 inches high by 31.5 inches wide, and I always add 2 inches on the sides, add an inch on top and bottom, so the bleed. You can cut the excess off and everything. You want something custom? That'll be, I can tell you what to do for the next custom stuff, and what kind of DBI, what format to use and everything, and you can show me or shoot me the files and everything, and we can do it ourselves, or you can have a graphic designer do it and then go from there. Okay. Thank you for watching this video, and stay tuned. I got some more videos showing up, and go for there. All right, guys, have a great day, and stay tuned.